They say the desperate times call for desperate measures, and I'm at the point of being pretty desperate. It's the end of day 2 here on this trip of a lifetime, which has been anything but a trip of a lifetime, and we're in North Las Vegas. We've managed to make it all of about 240 kilometres, and as we know with cars, anything but what you expect has gone to plan. And we've suffered from some big overheating issues. We've kind of narrowed it down to the fact that the condenser is blocking the radiator, which is making the car run hot. So I finally made it to Vegas and met up with Steve-O, and we decided we need to go and get some insulation for the vehicle. So where else would you go but Home Depot, where we met Chris and Ralph, who had been kind enough to let us use their shed here. And these guys are kind of car nuts over the road. I don't think they really know what they're in for, but we got here and they came out with cold beers and had fans going, so we feel like we're at home. So the plan at the moment is to, we pulled the seats out of the car and we bought some insulation that I think they use on hot water systems. We went down and we went to a local auto place and they had Dynomat or the equivalent. But the idea of putting an extra 20-30 pounds in the car didn't appeal to us. So we went down to the lumber yard and the guy said, well, you know, if you need someone to do it, come around to the house. And so here we are. We've got Chris has helped me pull the seats out of the car, and his dad has done a fantastic job of passing and opening beers so far. So we thank him for that.
And I'm just here for the beer.
Yeah, and he's here for the beer. Of course, he'll only stand up when the camera's on.
You've done a great job at eating pizza.
So
yeah, pizza too.
Yeah, so what do you think of this Hot Rod Drag Week thing, man?
This is awesome. I think you guys are doing something awesome. Something we wanted to do. Unfortunately, we can't yet, but at least we get a little bit of taste of it with you guys. So
yeah, it might have given you the idea now.
Yeah. Oh no!
Right.
Now is more the reason to do it. So yeah, I'm pretty stoked, and having you guys around it's fun. This is cool.
Well, it's great to have us here, and we thank you for that. But I don't know whether we explained. It's been in the mid-40s here. Back home, that's Aussie speak, really hot, and so we need to do something about cooling this car down inside and in the engine bay. The car, thank God, we've got Castrol lube in it. It's been running fantastic. But our main issue seems to be at the front here, just in front of the radiator. You can see there's a condenser in there, and the issue with it is that modern condensers are really fine in the core spacing, so it's quite an obstacle for the air to get through. So we're gonna junk that. We're gonna take it out and stick it down the back of the car. Tomorrow morning we're gonna get some new AC lines made that'll go to the back of the vehicle, and we're hoping without that restriction there, this thing's gonna run cool. Even just driving here today, short 15-minute drive, it went to like 116 on the gauge, so really, really super hot. Inside, seats are out. We've got this beautiful builder quality, I'm not really sure what to call it, plumber quality insulation, and we've got some $2 a foot carpet, so we're going to lash out and throw some beautiful carpet inside as well. So that's what's happening tonight on the Luxo barge.
Yeah, luxury.
From Las Vegas, it's time for another beer.
Let's do it.
Anything's better than what we've had, which has been nothing. So I noticed yesterday, just by buying a couple of cheap floor mats, it really knocked the heat out of the interior of the car. The issues we've had is it's so hot, the phone won't charge, or the ECU is having problems, or more so the dash. And you know, we've got a long way to ride in this thing. We hope by moving the condenser down the back, we're going to have the AC going tomorrow. It's a long way to go. You might as well be comfortable if you can. So a couple of hours hard work tonight, and we should be good. It won't be pretty, but it's going to work. We're just waiting for Steve, as usual.
Yeah.
Performance-wise, we've got no issues. It's just an overheating problem. That's what this is all about, and it was a bit of a lesson learned. We could have, look, we tested the aircon with this system before we left, but it was the middle of winter, so it's really hard to simulate 45-degree days. We've managed to pinpoint what the problem is, so you know what, we just change it. So hopefully tomorrow there's a guy down the road who'll make some new AC lines. We'll find a spot down the back. We'll get that condenser down the back. We'll have carpet on the floors, some sound and heat proofing, and we'll have our AC, and we'll be back on the road. So yeah, I'd rather this happens now than day 1 or day 2 of drag week. No, we're good. I feel confident. We'll at least make it out of the driveway. Obviously something's been disturbed when we had to pull all the wiring out to put the thing in, and it's not charging. So
Dropping.
Yeah, so we're still not getting anything.
It's not
out.
charging.
Not anything else down there.
So another long day it would seem. We're at the end of our second full day, and look, you know, things really probably haven't gone to plan. There's been a few disappointments, but look, it looks like we've got the overheating sorted out. The alternator's taken a dump, so we went down to AutoZone tonight. They didn't have one in stock. They could have got one in tomorrow morning. It was going to be well over $300. There's a pick and pay less about half a mile down the road, so we'll go there tomorrow morning by 2. We'll have a spare. We'll probably get 2 for $80. So it looks like we're in Vegas for another day. It'd be great to actually see some part of the nightlife here. All we've really done is work on the car. It's I suppose it's not really the way that you want to spend your time away from home, and but we were prepared to spend a couple of days here looking around. I know that once we get a handle on this, we'll be good to go. So the light at the end of the tunnel is not actually the train.